welcome to my dad's podcast, My Black is Transnational. Follow him on Instagram. Hope you enjoy the show.
Welcome to another episode of My Black is Transnational. My name is Dr. Kalechi Ibe Lambers, and I first want to just thank you all for taking the opportunity and taking the time to listen to this show. If this is your first time listening to this show, you can find all past episodes that I've done on your favorite podcast listening apps, Google, Spotify, Stitcher, Apple, wherever you like to listen to podcasts. You can also listen to it on the Anchor app, which is a link on my Instagram bio, and you can follow me on Instagram at blacktransnational17. blacktransnational_. I'm sorry. You can email me at blacktransnational17@gmail.com if you want to respond to anything that was said throughout any of my past episodes or even my current episode. Now, I say all that because today's episode, we ain't doing none of that deep stuff, right? This is going to be a very interesting episode because I have a special guest that I'll be sharing our conversation with you all today. I had the pleasure of interviewing my own daughter, and we had a conversation more so than anything. I asked some questions, but she also got an opportunity to ask me some questions, and I felt it was very cool to do that because, when I was thinking about what I wanted to do, the types of relationship that I wanted to build with my kids, specifically my oldest daughter, I wanted to have something that was unique and special between us. And one of the things that I do know that we both like to do is we both like to talk. And I do think that as I continue to watch my daughter grow, I'm starting to see a little bit of her personality start to take shape. And she's coming into form as to how she's going to be interacting with people. And I kind of wanted to share that with you all. And I kind of wanted to experience that for myself. This was the first time that I actually got to sit down and just talk with my daughter, right? We're not interacting about shows, we're not watching The Flash, we're not just playing video games, we're not outside riding the bike, like we're just sitting down and having a conversation. And it was something that I told myself that if I had the opportunity to do something of this sort, that I would like to interview her every year as she gets older, 1 year older. And I wanted to begin after she turned 8. So she just had her birthday recently, and I wanted to take this opportunity to interview her and just talk with her and see where her head is at, what life is like in her eyes, what is she experiencing. Because one thing I know is that our kids watch us and they mimic us, they copy us, and we influence them. But sometimes they take bits and pieces, especially in two-parent homes or where adults are major parent figures, I should say. They take those observations and they add it into their lives, and it influences how they pave their path. So I wanted to see where she was at and what she knows and what's she experiencing from this transnational aspect, these things that I'm promoting. Is it influencing her in the household? What does she know? I just wanted to talk and have a conversation with my daughter, and I wanted to share that with you all because I'm very proud of my daughter, and I'm proud of the woman that she's going to be and the little girl that she is now, and I wanted you all to have that experience with us. So if you like what you hear or you have any feedback, please do not hesitate to rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast. We really appreciate it. Or just send me an email, or just shoot me a DM on Instagram or wherever you can get in touch with me. But I really do hope that you enjoy this. So without any further ado, here's my interview with my daughter, Alicia. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of My Black is Transnational. And today we have on this special episode a special guest of mine, special person to me, who would like to introduce herself to you all for the first time.
Hi, my name is Alicia.
Hi, Alicia. How are you doing?
Good.
Alicia is my daughter, and Alicia will be talking to us today because we're going to do a special episode that we'll be doing on a yearly basis because something special just happened on Sunday. You want to tell everyone what happened?
Yes. My birthday was on Easter.
Your birthday was on Easter, right? And how was that?
Good.
What was your birthday like?
It was fun and hyper.
Hyper? Why was it hyper?
Because I was at a trampoline park and I was sweating.
You were sweating?
Yes.
So what was your birthday weekend like? Tell me, what'd you do?
I was jumping in a pit on a trampoline and doing a zip line, and it was the best party of my life.
It was the best party of your life. What about who was there? Was everybody there? Like,
all of my family, some.
okay. And what happened on that day?
I got so many presents.
What type of presents did you get?
I got a tablet, controller, headphones, Minecraft, brand new shoes, brand new clothes, and brand new toys.
Wow, you must be blessed. So what's the difference between being 7 and being 8?
It's like you get more challenging things when you're 8.
What does that mean?
It's like you get more challenging things when you have homework,
Mm-hmm.
or like if you are doing homework on your computer.
Okay. So when you say challenging, does that mean it's harder, or
it gets harder?
It gets harder. Like, do you have people who can help you, or is it just you figure it out yourself? What is it?
You just figure out yourself.
You just figure it out yourself. Okay. So what grade are you in?
2nd grade, about to be in 3rd grade.
You're about to be in 3rd grade, and you just turned 8 years old. Okay. And so now, what do you like to do for fun now that you're 8 years old?
I just like to play Minecraft or ride my bike or play with my friends, have a play date.
What is Minecraft?
Minecraft is like a game that you build, and like you can make your own city, but you have to make your own house first. And you can like chop down trees, but it takes forever, so it's like a building game with blocks.
So you just build blocks?
Yes.
Just that's it? There's nothing else you can do in that game, or
you can make animals your pets, and you can hit cows or pigs to have food.
You can hit cows and pigs to have food?
Yep.
And is that what you do when you play Minecraft?
I sometimes do it, but they run away.
They run away? Okay. So is that your favorite game?
Yes.
Okay. So like, outside of Minecraft, what else do you like to do?
Play with my friends.
Like to play with your friends? Okay. What do you all like to do? What do you like to do with your friends?
We just like to play games.
What's your favorite game you like to play with your friends?
Tag.
Tag? What's so fun about tag?
You get to run around and have exercise by running around and tag your friends.
Oh, okay. Do you ever get caught when you play tag?
Yes.
Can you catch people when you play tag?
Yes.
Okay. So what about when it's cold outside? What do you do, and what type of games do you like to play when it's cold outside?
I just like to play Minecraft or just watch TV.
Okay, so you like to watch TV too. What's your favorite show?
Coop and Cammy.
Cooping, what's that about?
It's like this girl and boy. They make shows. And then they ask which one should they do, and the people comment below to show which one they do.
Okay, so you have these kids who they have a show, and people go in the comments to tell them what type of show they do.
No, what kind of thing they do.
Oh, the people want to go in the comments and tell them what type of things they should do.
Yeah.
And that's it. They just do what the people in the comments tell them to do, or they decide what to do later.
They tell what the people do, and they decide later.
Okay. So you like playing the game. You like playing with your friends. You like watching TV. And you like what?
Riding my bike.
Riding your bike. Okay. So why do you like to ride your bike?
It's fun because you get exercising and you get to ride your bike around places.
Okay. So how much do you ride your bike?
Probably 2 days or so.
Like 2 days. Yeah. Well, the weather has not been as good, so when the weather gets better, we'll probably be able to do it more. Okay. So now, what else do you do? Do you read? Do you read at all?
I sometimes read my book.
What book do you read?
The Doll People.
What's that about?
It's like about these dolls that are alive. It's like these dolls that are alive that take chances that are hard. Every night they move around. They move around the house, and they just explore the house. And I'm on the third book.
So you're on the third book of it. So you do like to read.
Yes.
Okay. So now you didn't mention anything about cake on your birthday. You don't like cake?
I love cake, and
then why did you mention it?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
The theme of my cake was Minecraft.
It was Minecraft. So I was just curious if you liked cake or not. But okay, so did you eat all the cake?
Or only a little bit.
Just a little bit?
But I love cake.
Yeah. Okay, what's your favorite type of cake?
My favorite type of cake is like red velvet or red velvet or cream cheese.
Red velvet with cream cheese or red velvet or cream cheese?
Red velvet and cream cheese.
And cream cheese. I'm sorry, I didn't get you there. Okay, so that's not my favorite cake. You know what my favorite cake is?
It is yellow frosting with black cake.
No, you gotta flip it over.
Yellow.
Wait, no, you're right. I'm sorry, you're right. I do like yellow cake with the chocolate frosting. You're right. You do know me. Okay, so now, obviously, you had a good birthday. Now, I want to ask you some really serious questions. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Are you black?
Yes.
How do you know you're black?
Every time when I wake up, I see it.
Every time you wake up, you see it. Okay, so have other people ever told you that you're black?
Nope.
So then how did you figure this out? How did you just wake up and realize and look and say you were black? Did you have to ask anybody or anything?
No, I just saw it on my skin color.
You saw it in your skin color. So how does that work when you're in school?
I feel like me and one of my friends were the only black kids in our school, and I don't feel very comfortable.
You don't feel very comfortable. Why don't you feel comfortable?
Because all day I see is white people.
And so what are your thoughts about white people?
My thought about white people is that I want to be the same because I feel like that I'm not welcome there.
You feel like you're not welcome there?
Yes.
But does that mean like people are being mean to you, or you just feel different?
Some people be mean to me, and I feel different.
Both. So then, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel sad.
It makes you feel sad. So what do you do then to make sure that you feel better? What helps you feel better about it?
I just make them my friend.
You just make them your friend, right? And that's normally, and things get better, right? So, what about your teachers, and what about the other places, the adults that are there? Do they make you feel welcome or uncomfortable?
They made me feel uncomfortable because the only teachers I saw were white.
So all you see are white teachers. So have you ever had a black teacher before?
I had a black lunch lady, but she left.
That's interesting. So everybody's white in your school?
Yes, except for one of my friends.
Okay. So does that affect your schoolwork? Does that affect how you perform in school when you're in the classroom asking questions? Does that being black bother you?
Yes.
Why?
Because I don't feel comfortable around white people because I feel like they sometimes stare at me for my skin color.
So you feel like they stare at you for your skin color. What about like your hair? Did they say anything about your hair being a black girl?
No.
Okay. All right. So do you know that black is beautiful?
Yes.
Do you know that black is smart?
Yes.
Black is intelligent. Right?
Yes.
And black girls can be whatever they want to be? let nobody else tell you otherwise, that you are strong, you are beautiful, you have the whole world in front of you, and the world is yours, and you will conquer it because you will be a leader among leaders. All right? So don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Black is powerful. Now, I will ask you another question. Are you African?
I think so.
You think so? Why do you say you think so?
Because my mom is an African American, and I'm like the same as her, so I think I'm an African American.
Well, you are an African American. So what about Nigerian? Have you heard of that before?
Yes.
Okay, so what about that? What are your thoughts about that?
I think that it's not. I think that it's not. I feel like that it's. I feel like that it's bad because all the black people have to stay there instead of going to the USA.
So you think that all the black people have to stay there instead of going to the USA?
Yes, and none of the white people visit there.
None of the white people visit there. You've never seen any white person in the pictures or anything you've seen?
No.
Okay. So now you know that your daddy's a Nigerian, right?
Yes.
Okay. You know that your mommy and your daddy's been to Nigeria before, right?
Yes.
Multiple times. Okay. So do you want to go to Nigeria one day?
Nope.
Why not?
Because it's hot there.
Because it's hot there.
And there's garbage in the river.
And there's garbage in the river. Now, where did you get that from?
I saw pictures once when my mom and my dad sent them to me on my tablet, and it's hot there because I know it is.
So you know it is. So you know that pictures only show a little bit of things, but I can see that Nigeria is not the cleanest, but it does have some very beautiful parts. But do you think that your mind will change one day?
Yes.
Okay, maybe one day. Now, have you ever tried African food, Nigerian food before?
Nope.
You've never tried Nigerian food before?
No.
What about the stew and the rice and the plantains and all those things? You don't like those things?
I do.
We've been to an African restaurant. Don't you remember?
No.
You don't remember going to the African restaurant in Atlanta?
Nope.
You don't?
Nope.
Wow. Okay, so then what about the type of food that I make that you like? What's your favorite food that I make that you like?
Plantains, the stew, and some of the other stuff that I forgot.
What other? You forgot what?
The stew and what else?
I mean, I make a bunch of things, so whatever sticks out to you.
The plantains and the stew.
Okay, the plantains and the stew, you guess. Okay, cool. So then now, you know that as you grow up and you get older, that you're going to be, you may have some brothers and sisters who may be both Nigerian and African American, right? So, okay, what was it like when you went to like your other grandma, my mom's place?
It was like, it smelled weird, and it was amazing, and they had a beautiful backyard.
Yeah, beautiful backyard, but it smelled weird. Now, why do you say it smelled weird?
Because it smelled like something was burning up when I first went in.
Something was burning up that day. I think the stew was burning. Something was going on that day. Yeah. So, okay. So now, what have you heard about African people before today? People from Nigeria, people from Africa.
I heard that they're only black and that they have different monies. Like if it's a 500 Nigerian, 500 Nigerian, it will be a $1 in Africa.
Something like that. Something like that. You're getting there. You know a little bit. You know a little bit. Then I thought you would know. And this is like unscripted. This is just you talking from what you know, which is really impressive. Okay. So you don't want to go to Africa. You said you haven't tried African food, right? Okay. What about spicy food? Do you like spicy food?
No.
Why don't you like spicy food?
It's too hot for my mouth.
It's too hot for your mouth. So But spicy food is good stuff. Are you scared? Does it burn? Does it last too long? What's the problem?
It burns and it lasts too long, and it feels like that my tonsils are gonna rip out.
That's what we don't want that. Okay, so now I've asked you so many questions. Do you have any questions for me?
What does it feel like in Nigeria?
Nigeria is hot, as you mentioned. Nigeria is very dusty. There are lots of people there. There are lots of cars, lots of bicycles, lots of motorbikes. It's very beautiful in some places, and in some places it's very dirty, and there is some garbage in the river, I should say.
What are the places you like to eat at?
My favorite place to eat is places where they have good African food, good spicy food. I love Italian food. So I love pasta, I love lasagna, I love pizza occasionally, but I love calzones. But anything that has to do with like a lasagna type of cheese and pasta, I like that. And I also like Chinese food. So your daddy likes to eat occasionally. But my number one favorite food of all time is definitely spaghetti.
What about the froyo place? Do it to 0 to 100.
When it comes to froyo, 0 to 100, I would say 5. I like ice cream. You give me ice cream, I can do ice cream. But froyo, I think froyo is fake ice cream. That's just me.
It's made of yogurt.
It's made of yogurt, I know. But to me, I like the real thing. I like real ice cream. Vanilla. I don't do chocolate, and I don't do strawberry.
What about, do you like the ice cream that they like smash up and like roll it together?
What do you mean?
Like the ice cream that they chop up and then they just roll it in like a bun?
In a bun? What are you talking about? What ice cream they roll? You talking about the one they put on the cone?
No, the one that they chop up on the chop thing and then they just like roll it up like a sushi thing, like a sushi.
I ain't never seen that before. Where you see that at?
YouTube.
Oh, well then you yeah, girl, I don't see nothing like that. But I like my ice cream regular, sweetheart. You find it in a bucket, an ice cream bucket. You put it on a cone, or you put it in a bowl. That's all your daddy likes.
Would you eat a whole bowl of vanilla ice cream?
Yes, on my happiest day when I don't have anything else to do and I have tons of space to gain weight, I would definitely do that.
What about if you would have a whole plate of yellow icing and a black cake, this big of a house? Cake? Yeah.
This big of the house?
Uh-huh.
It would take me some years, but I would definitely do it. And I would like to share those. I would share it with my friends. I wouldn't just eat it by myself because I wouldn't make it to the next day, sweetheart.
Who's your friends?
I have tons of friends. A lot of friends. And all my friends would come and visit me from Chicago, from Florida, from New York, from Dallas, from California. I have so many friends who I would tell to come and join me, and in Nigeria as well. I would tell them to come and join me to eat this cake house that is filled with yellow cake inside and chocolate frosting outside.
Would you be happy if you weighted like 600 pounds over one day after eating all those sweets?
I don't think I'd be happy, sweetheart. I don't think I'd be alive. But it would be worth it to eat half of the cake and not gain 600 pounds. If I can eat it without gaining 600 pounds, I'd be the happiest person alive.
So then if you will be the happiest person of life, would you eat like as big as the city of that cake?
Okay, no, I probably wouldn't do that, sweetheart. I think we're going too far now. All right, so I ask one more question you'd like to ask me. You gotta wrap up.
How does Nigerian African food taste like?
Nigerian African food tastes delicious. You like jollof rice, right? We've had jollof rice before. It's jollof rice. It's sweet. It's spicy. It's just nutritional. It's just everything that one person can ask for. And if you it's one of those things that as you get older, you start to really, really like, and you really want more of it the older you get. When you start younger, you don't really like it that much, but the older you get, the more you start to appreciate Nigerian African food. Okay? So, thank you so much. We're going to wrap it up here, but this was fun. Did you have a good time talking to me?
Yes.
I had a great time talking with you. Happy birthday again, and maybe we can do this next year when you turn 9 years old. What does that sound like? Sounds good?
Good.
Sounds great. All right. So thank you so much for joining the show, Alicia. This has been another interview, another episode of My Black is Transnational. You want to say bye to everybody?
Bye.
Until next time.
So that's going to do it for this episode of My Black is Transnational. I really hope that you all enjoyed listening to our conversation. And if you'd like to listen to more content from me or past episodes, you can follow or subscribe or even download the podcast on your favorite podcast listening app. You can also email me at blacktransnational17@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram at blacktransnational_, and I'm also on Twitter at MBITransnational. So, until next time, looking forward to talking to you all again soon. But for now, my name is Dr. Kelechi Bain Lamberts. My Black is Transnational, and I hope by the end of this, yours will be too. Peace.